If those are to be the first of many injuries to come, it would be wise to find a suitable excuse. Polo, for instance.
I'm not learning polo, Alfred.
Strange injuries, a non-existent social life. These things beg the question as to what exactly does Bruce Wayne do with his time and his money?
What does someone like me do?
Oh, drive sports cars, date movie stars, buy things that are not for sale. Who knows, Master Wayne? You start pretending to have fun, you might even have a little by accident. I knew an old sailor once. He told me he went overboard, tangled in the sails. They pulled him out, but it took him 5 minutes to cough. He said it was like going home. What do you want, Bolton? You hung up your cape and your cowl, but you didn't move on. You never went to find a life, to find someone.
Alfred, I did find someone.
I know, and you lost them, but that's all part of living, sir. But you're not living, you're just waiting, hoping for things to go bad again. Remember when you left Gotham? Before all this, before Batman? You were gone 7 years. 7 years I waited, hoping that you wouldn't come back. Every year, I took a holiday. I went to Florence. There's this cafe on the banks of the Arno. Every fine evening, I'd sit there and order a Fernet Branca. I had this fantasy that I would look across the tables and I'd see you there with a wife, maybe a couple of kids. You wouldn't say anything to me, nor me to you. But we both know that you'd made it. Well, when they realized that killing other people was not a long-term solution, then they needed us back in secret.
Why secret?
Because public opinion wouldn't allow spending on space exploration. Not when you're struggling to put food on the table. Blight, wheat 7 years ago, okra this year. Now there's just corn.
And we're growing more than we ever have.
Well, with like the potatoes in Ireland and the wheat in the Dust Bowl, the corn will die soon. Master Wayne! What is the point of all those push-ups if you can't even lift a bloody log? Every magic trick consists of 3 parts, or acts. The first part is called the pledge. The magician shows you something ordinary, a deck of cards, a bird, or a man. A long time ago, I was in Burma. My friends and I were working for the local government. They were trying to buy the loyalty of tribal leaders by bribing them with precious stones. But their caravans were being raided in a forest north of Rangoon by a bandit. So we went looking for the stones. But in 6 months, we never met anyone who traded with him. One day, I saw a child playing with a ruby the size of a tangerine. The bandit had been throwing them away.
So why steal them?
Well, because he thought it was good sport, because some men aren't looking for anything logical, like money. They can't be bought, bullied, reasoned, or negotiated with. Some men just want to watch the world burn. We'll be waiting for you when you get back. Little older, a little wiser, but happy to see you. Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Though wise men at their end know dark is right, because their words had forked no lightning, they do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light.
I wanted to save Gotham. I failed.
Why do we fall, sir? So that we can learn to pick ourselves yourselves up.
You still haven't given up on me.
Never. The magician takes the ordinary something and makes it do something extraordinary. Yes, Master Bruce?
It was my fault, Alfred. I made them interfere.
No.
If I hadn't gotten scared.
It was nothing that you did. It was him and him alone. Do you understand?
I miss him, Alfred. I miss him so much.
So do I, Master Bruce. So do I. So you want me to let someone else follow you into your fantasy?
They don't actually come into the dream. They just design the levels and teach them to the dreamers. That's all.
Design it yourself.
Ma won't let me.
Come back to reality, Tom. Please. I've sewn you up, I've set your bones, but I won't bury you. I've buried enough members of the Wayne family.
You leave me?
You see only one end to your journey. Leaving is all I have to make you understand. You're not Batman anymore. You have to find another way. You used to talk about finishing, about a life beyond that awful cave.
Alfred, Rachel died knowing that we had decided to be together. That was my life beyond the cave. I can't just move on. She didn't. She couldn't.
What if she had?
I can't change that.
What if before she died, she wrote a letter saying she chose Harvey Dent over you? And what if, to spare you pain, I burnt that letter?
How dare you use Rachel to try to stop me?
I am using the truth, Master Wayne. Maybe it's time we all stop trying to outsmart the truth and let it have its day. I'm sorry.
You're sorry. You expect to destroy my world. And then think that we're gonna shake hands.
No. I know what this means.
What does it mean?
It means your hatred, and it also means losing someone that I have cared for since I first heard his cries echo through this house. But it might also mean saving your life. And that is more important.
Goodbye, Alfred.
Good. You had faith. All those years. I asked you to have faith. I wanted you to believe that your father would come back.
I do, Professor.
Forgive me, Murph.
There's nothing to forgive.
I lied, Murph. I lied to you. There was no need for him to come back. There was no way to help us.
But Plan A, all these people, the equation. Did my father know? Did he leave me?
Do not go. Just I'm so sorry. I failed you. You trusted me. And I failed you. Want to be fooled. But you wouldn't clap yet. Because making something disappear isn't enough. You have to bring it back. That's why every magic trick has a third act. The hardest part. The part we call the prestige.
Stay down at 500 feet to leave fuel for 40-minute fighting time over Dunkirk.
Understood. Vector 128, Angels point 5.
And keep an eye on that gauge, even when it gets lively. Save enough to get back.